Hey there! Today I'd like to talk about fountain pen ink again. I have covered blue, green, red and brown. And today I would like to cover not a primary color like red or blue. Today I would like to cover pink/violet/purple. Now I cover three colors. I try to combine them because they are related. I only have one pink. I never use it, but I got it in a set. I have a couple of purples and I have a number of violets, and they are all related. So if you start with pink and you get a little darker, then you get violet, and if you get even more dark on the spectrum, then you'll end up with purple. Now these inks are interesting because the first non-blue/black ink I ever got in a bottle was Caran d'Ache Storm, and that's a deep dark purple, and I was blown away. I have to say, now that I have more inks, that is not an ink I use on a daily basis, to say the least, but it is interesting. I think especially violet ink colors can be really vibrant and can really add something to your writing. So especially I think for some men it may be a bit of a step to go to a pinkish violet hue of ink, but take the step, just try. I think you will find that it really adds something to your writing. Because these colors are so vibrant, they can literally splash off the page and can really, I think, enhance your writing message. So just give it a shot. Now, this all may sound like I'm exaggerating a bit, but I will demonstrate you that in the writing samples I will do, and I think you'll be surprised at how nice violet inks can be. So, for those of you who have not seen my previous ink videos, I will use a glass dip pen for the writing samples I'm going to do next. A glass dip pen means that the ink you will apply to the paper is a bit more saturated than the amount of saturation you would get in a fountain pen, because you dip the pen and it has a lot of ink on there and not a fountain pen feed. So for every writing sample I will do, I will indicate the amount of saturation you can expect if you use a fountain pen. And at the end of the writing samples I will upload some still photographs of the writing samples, so you can just check them out at your leisure, and I will also write the names of the inks I've used one after the other in that particular ink, so that you have a short summary and you can just compare the different ink colors. And that's it. So I hope this is useful. After this I have covered the majority of my ink colors. I think I have 2 oranges and 1 yellow. I may do that just to be complete, and it would make sense to have a look at blacks. I cannot say I have dozens of black colors, but I have a few, and I can show you well, let's say the ups and downs, the good sides and the bad sides of different blacks, because some blacks are actually a bit grey, so it could be interesting for you to see that. I also have a few greys, so I could combine that, then you get the lighter greys all the way to the darkest of blacks. And if I've done that, then I think I've covered all the inks in my possession, so then I'm done. I can't show you anymore. So, once more, I hope this is useful, and I'll see you later. Okay, here we go with the pink and purple and violet inks. So what I would like to do is I would like to start with a pink ink and then move all the way from violet up to dark purple. So I'll start with the only true pink ink I have, which is Gerber's Rose Tendresse. Oops. Sorry about that, the camera just appeared to move away. Rose tendresse. So this is tender rose, and this is a very gentle pink. This is awesome for writing love letters, I suppose. And it's yeah, it's definitely a rose color. It's not an ink I use on a daily basis. In fact, I never put this in my fountain pens. It's a little too pink for me. But for those of you who are out there, it is definitely a girlish pink. That's probably one of the reasons I never use it. But for those of you who really like pink, I think this would be very suitable. The lazy dog. Okay, so this is the amount of saturation you would probably get in a fountain pen. Okay, I clean the dip pen and I move on to another color that is a bit pinkish. Bouquet d'Antan, another Germain color. Now, as you can see, this is a little less flashy than this color. So this is a bit more, you know, saturated and a little, well, calmer, so to speak. This one I use from time to time. I have to say I don't use it that much either. I'll do some writing. So this is the amount of fountain pen saturation you could expect. Okay, I clean the pen and I move on to what is the first violet color. And that is Germain's. Well, actually, this is not that violet as I thought it would be. Sorry about that. Germain's Larmes de Cassis. Yeah, okay, so this is still a bit in the pinkish hue. Okay. Okay, so here we have the amount of saturation you could expect in a fountain pen. I will just clean out the pen again. And then we move to my absolutely favorite violet colored ink. And that's an ink I actually do use in my fountain pens quite a lot. And that is Germain's Rose Cyclamen. Now, I really love this color. I mean, look at this. This is an extremely vibrant color. Put this in a pen and it'll literally splash off the paper. This is a really nice color. So, I'll do some writing with it. Now, I can imagine you may think it's a little, you know, sharp to the eye. I couldn't argue with that. It is definitely a vibrant color. Sorry, my fingers get in the way. have to move the tripod a little. Now it's moving again. Something like that. Okay. This is actually the level of fountain pen saturation you could expect. Okay. Well then, I clean the pen, and we move on to the purples. We start with Violette Pensée, which is another Gerbain color. This is a lot darker than the violet. And this is truly purple. Violette Pensée. It appears a little blue on my LCD screen. No idea how that's going to show up in the video, but it is definitely not blue. This is a really purple color. I'll do some writing with it. Now, I like this color. This is really undeniably purple, and makes for a very nice, you know, if you're looking for an ink that is not blue or black for a time, you know, you can always switch to this one. And I think you'll find that it really adds something to your writing, because this is a bit of an unusual color, but it is still very legible. I like it. I like this color a lot. Okay, I will just clean the pen, and we move to the final Gerbain color, which is a truly dark purple. And that is Gerbain Poussière de Lune, moon dust. When an ink is called moon dust, I would expect a grayish ink, I guess. But this is something completely different. This is a dark, deep purple color. And actually, I like it. I like Violette Pensée better, because it's a little brighter and a little, well, not flashier, but this is very dark. I like it when ink is a bit lighter. But in all, I do really like this color. Okay, now I move to another color, which was the first bottle of ink I ever bought, and that is Caran d'Ache Storm. Now, I'll just show you the bottle because I think it is really nice. A lot of glass there, and I think that's kind of cool. And you can see it's also a bit of a magnifying glass, which is kind of funny. Now, the funny thing is, when it comes to Caran d'Ache Storm, and when it comes to its relation to Gerbain's, whoops, I said Gerbain. Apparently I can't talk and write at the same time. This is not Gerbain. This is Caran d'Ache. When it comes to the relation between Caran d'Ache Storm and Gerbain's Poussière de Lune, I've never really seen the difference. Both are dark, saturated purples, and the differences are really, really small. So if you are in the market for a very dark purple, I think the Gerbain is considerably cheaper than the Caran-d'Ache, especially considering how much ink you get. Although the Caran-d'Ache has a nicer bottle, this one is definitely a nicer bottle, but this one is cheaper and the colors are pretty much indistinguishable. This is roughly the amount of fountain pen saturation you could expect. Well, this is what you'd see in a fountain pen. Okay. So there you have it. 7 colors ranging from very pink to very purple. And that's all I've got. So what I'll do is I'll upload some high-resolution pictures of the writing samples at the end of the video, and I will write down the names of all the inks one after the other in that specific ink so that you can compare them a little bit more easily. And that's it. So I hope this was useful, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.